various things that MPC has been interested in: housing, education, transportation, planning, or to proceed doing.
In my role as chairman of the State Board of Education, obviously education funding is an ever-present challenge, and so I applaud MPC's efforts in raising the debate on this question and bringing forth all the constituencies that are involved, not only in the region but across the state, to address this very difficult issue and to try to begin to craft a solution with all the parties that are involved.
Well, the Field Museum sits among 4 very popular venues: the Soldier Field, the lakefront, the beach, 12th Street Beach, the Adler Planetarium, the Shedd Aquarium, and all of those different venues attract a high volume of people, including tourists who may or may not know their way around, including locals who want to come to some of their regular places. So the coordination and understanding of the problems of access to the museum campus are critical for all the parties. The MPC Lakefront Alliance brought together all the parties with a credibility that allowed full discussion. Even though there wasn't always agreement and consensus, there was at least a full discussion that allowed the people to understand the needs of all of the different parties affected.
Through our work with the Metropolitan Planning Council, we've been able to leverage resources from the City of Chicago, the State of Illinois, and we've been able to weave together a really creative partnership involving Neighborhood Housing Services, which is the nonprofit that provides housing counseling to our employees on site, on campus.
There's just such a collaboration between not-for-profit, private sector, and governmental agencies that shows in this kind of program, because we are always talking to people from all of these different arenas in the city. We are on the ground kind of doing the counseling and the education for employees who are receiving a monetary benefit from their employers. And MPC has been instrumental in not only the planning of the program, but also in just providing ongoing support to us when we have questions or run into issues, which we undoubtedly do and will.
What Northwest Indiana is looking for is to have a voice in the planning and the future urban planning of our area. And some of our initiatives are going to really match very well with Chicago's initiatives, like our Marquette plan, where we're going to try and continue this lakefront upgrade and get away from the industries being right on the lake and move them back as time goes on and make the lakefront something that the folks in our area can enjoy.
Well, statewide, I think it really helps not just Housing Action, but also our member organizations, which are nonprofit developers, housing counseling agencies, lending institutions, to have a common program that works. It really helps build new relationships and partnerships, and I think that's one of the really valuable things about the program.
There are over 40 projects that touch on issues that people in North Lawndale said are important to them. For instance, affordable housing, public education, safety, commercial development and entrepreneurship, recreation, beautification, culture.
We are beginning our 2020 land use plan, and we fully intend to work with Metropolitan Planning Council and to incorporate all of the balanced growth planning principles. And this is going to be really important to us, because with all the growth that's coming into our county, we need to be sure that our growth is balanced and that we provide for every aspect of our county. We have a large rural area. We need to maintain that identity as well.
Regional Housing Initiative is a plan to coordinate with several housing authorities in the region to provide project-based housing voucher assistance in areas of the region that also have job opportunities and transportation opportunities for families who want to improve their lives.
Just looking at the schools where I taught, I was a reading specialist working with struggling readers for 190 students in one school. I mean, I served the kids who needed it. 365 students in another school, and when I came to the school where I am now, I have over 1,000 students. So obviously a lot of kids who might need my services can't get them because there isn't enough of me and there isn't money to hire more of me. So I just see the huge inequities between well-funded and poorly funded schools, and we're the worst state in the nation for that. So I'm so grateful that MPC has taken this on?
The greatest potential that MPC has is in indicating to the power brokers, to the governmental agencies, that they have some knowledge and they have some support about how this community, this Chicagoland community, ought to be shaped economically, physically, socially, culturally. The fact that they're not dedicated to any one particular personality or any party gives the person who is going to be affected a sense of the neutrality with which they seek to bring about fair change.